World War II was one of the most devastating conflicts in human history. Its impact on Europe's population was profound, altering demographics, reshaping cities, and leaving scars that would last for generations. World War II was one of the deadliest conflicts in history, reshaping not only Europe's population but also its way of life. The effects of this war linger into this day, influencing everything from demographics to cultural identities and economic landscapes. Europe's population was dramatically reduced as a result of the war. Between military and civilian casualties, the continent lost around 40 million people. This left a generational gap as the young were overly affected. Many countries, especially in Eastern Europe, lost a significant portion of their workforce, which slowed down the post-war economic recovery. The demographic impact went beyond immediate loss of life. In some regions, there was a lost generation, which is a gap in population that affected economic productivity, family structure, and even national identities. The demographic deficit in these areas led to lower birth rates and an aging population, both challenges that affect Europe still this day. The war created one of the largest forced migrations in human history. Millions of Europeans were displaced, fleeing zones and relocating. For example, millions of Polish citizens were moved to make way for German settlers and Jews and Roma, and other minority groups were forced into concentration camps. After the war, borders were redrawn and populations shifted as millions of ethnic Germans, Poles, and others were moved to different countries. This has had lasting effects influencing the ethnic makeup of countries. Many countries still feel the social and cultural impact of this population reshuffling today, with some historical tensions persisting between communities. Europe's cities, infrastructure, and economies were devastated. Major cities like London and Berlin were reduced to rubble. In many areas, entire neighborhoods were wiped out, leaving residents without homes, jobs, and resources. To rebuild, European nations received aid from programs like US-led Marshall Plan. This set the foundation for a stronger economy in Western Europe and encouraged the growth of European cooperation, eventually leading to the formation of the European Union. Today, the EU stands as one of the war's lasting legacies, an effort to ensure that Europe would never again face such devastation. Psychologically, the war left deep scars. Survivors faced trauma from bombings, persecution, and displacement. Veterans struggled with what we now recognize as PTSD. In response, Europe began to develop mental health support systems, an area that had previously been underaddressed. World War II also has led to global cooperation and human rights movement. The loss of life caused by the war led to the formation of the United Nations and the adoption of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights in 1948. These organizations aim to prevent such horrors from happening again and to protect the rights of individuals. These institutions have shaped modern geopolitics and established frameworks for peace and human rights. Europe, in particular, emerged with a stronger commitment to unity, leading to the formation of the European Union. As we remember that sad chapter in our history, we must strive to build a future that ensures the horrors of World War II are never repeated. Thank you for watching, and until next time.